Yeah, that was kind of weird. I'm trying something new. This video, I'm doing a little bit of a parody off of the web show Red vs. Blue. It's done by Rooster Teeth, and you can go ahead and Google it if you're not already familiar. I watched some of their web shows, and so I went and composed music that would be similar, just for kicks and giggles. My goofy, creative, whatever fun bit aside, the content for this video is a range review comparing this Kahr CM9 against the Beretta Nano. The Kahr is really narrow. It's got a grip just under an inch wide, and hopefully you can see some of this. It has some aggressive checkering on the back strap and on the front strap, and just the two-finger grip, so your pinky either hangs off or you tuck it underneath. Now the Beretta is very similar to that. It's also .90. However, the checkering is a little bit less aggressive and it's longer from front to back, so it fits the hand just a little differently. Same two-finger issue there. Might be an issue for bigger hands. For me, it's still okay though. The Kahr only weighs 14 ounces, so it's light, and I think that helps make it conceal more comfortably. The Beretta is 3.5 ounces heavier than the 14-ounce Kahr, and you might notice that conceal carrying. However, at the range, it makes it distribute the recoil a little bit better, so you notice muzzle flip and recoil a little less than with that Kahr. I don't expect the Kahr to not have any snap or recoil, especially considering that it has such a short barrel. However, I was surprised at just to the degree of muzzle flip and recoil it did have. The trigger on the Kahr is double action only style, but it's very smooth and it breaks close to the front. The Nano also has a double action only style of trigger, however it breaks further to the back in comparison to the Kahr. It's also heavier, and I found it to be a little bit less smooth. The sights on the CM9 are a dot and post sight. For me, that helps me to quickly reacquire my targets. The Beretta sights are interchangeable 3-dot sights, and while it does have the option of putting on the night sights, I don't find my targets as quickly as with the dot and post that the CM9 has. The back strap and front strap checkering are really aggressive, so when I take it to the range for more than like 50 or 75 rounds, my hand starts to hurt. As far as how it shoots though, I don't have a problem controlling it. I just need to make sure that I get really firm grip to kind of compensate for not having that something to rest my pinky on. Overall though, I feel that it would make a great CCW gun because it has that nice balance between being very lightweight and still being accurate and easy to conceal. With the Beretta, it is a little snappy just being the fact that it has a short barrel, but as long as I had the firm grip, just like with the Kahr, put my groupings where I needed to, and I find it very comparable. They're very similar shooting experiences. The Kahr is a little more snappy, and the Nano is a little heavier. That might come into play if you're considering this for a CCW pistol, but otherwise, I think they're very comparable for that single stack, slender concealed carry pistol option. A couple of final thoughts with the CM9, and I'm hoping you can see this here. The magazine, the base doesn't sit exactly flush with the grip. At one point at the range, I tried to seat it a little more aggressively to make it flush, and everything fell out. Like the components of the magazine, the rounds that I had inside there, they all spilled to the floor. Granted, that only happened one time in the like 500 or so rounds that I put through it, but I found it a little disconcerting. If you'd wanted to read my full review on the Kahr, I will link the article I wrote in the description. Recently I picked up a GoPro, so I wanted to try out some footage with the slow-mo of the Kahr and the Beretta. And keeping with my red vs. blue theme, let me know what you think. Who wins, red or blue?
Okay, is that right?